fathers and mothers, husbands and wives, and not all, really don't understand the spiritual aspect of what's happening in life. I want you to know that everything we do in life is spiritual. We are spirit. We communicate spiritually. Even when we use words, we are communicating spiritually. And until you can wake up and see that, you're going to continue to have messed up families, because material things will not bring an everlasting joy into a family. There has to be a spiritual love that is passed down from God through Christ, through the man, to the woman, through the woman, to the children. If that doesn't happen, folks, nothing else is going to do it. It doesn't matter how much education you have, how much money you make, which neighborhood you live in or don't live in, your friends, you're still going to be unhappy. And that is because when you are not spiritually conscious due to anger, you're disconnected from God. And what the pain that you feel is the spiritual pain of being disconnected from the source that gives you life and joy and happiness and perfect peace, right? But Satan tells you that the reason you're feeling pain is because you lack something else, something physical, like friends, money, places, or things. He would lie to you and tell you that, but really you're disconnected from God, and only God can give you that perfect peace. It's like when you connect with him, the light of love turns on. It comes on, and now you can live. Nothing else can give you that. And so, fathers, when you leave home, you leave your family, your wife and your children open to these type of things to even come in and get worse. Here's what happens when fathers or when men don't take their proper role in the family, when they don't love what's right more than anything else, when they don't get married before having children so that they can be there to guide their wives and children in the right way to go. A Florida mother kills her 4 kids, age range from 12 to 17, and herself on Tuesday. This is from the International Business Times.
A mother shot and killed her 4 children before turning a gun on herself in a small town in Florida on Tuesday, authorities said. The shooting happened at a house in Port St. John in Brevard County, about 15 miles from NASA's Kennedy Space Center. A spokesman for the Brevard County Sheriff's Office identified the victims as 4 children, aged 12, 13, 15, and 17. They were shot by the 33-year-old mother, Tanya Thomas, who then turned the gun on herself, Todd Goodyear said. All were shot with what appeared to be a handgun. Goodyear said the neighbor called police before dawn on Tuesday to report gunfire. When the police arrived, they found a fatally injured 17-year-old girl in the front yard of the house, which is in a quiet neighborhood of a single-family residences. More shots were heard inside the house as a SWAT team arrived and entered through the back entrance. A neighbor told police that 3 of the children had banged on his door shortly before 5 a.m. Tanya Thomas then appeared at the neighbor's door and ordered the children to return home. Goodyear said police had been called to the house on several occasions in the past, and the 15-year-old child, a boy, was arrested last month for domestic violence against his mother. Thomas's husband, the father of all the children, moved out of the house just a few months ago.
That's amazing. You know, there's many things about this particular story is interesting to me, and I'm wondering how is it that these apparently 2 of the kids went next door to the neighbor and said, "My mother shot at us." That's amazing to me. And then the mother was able to call these kids and say, "Come back home." The neighbors let them go, and the mother killed them, according to this report. How did that happen? That is mind-blowing to me, that they wouldn't allow those kids to go back over to that house and allow the mother to just kill them like that, according to this report. But I think what people don't understand today is that, not all, but most, a whole lot of people don't understand, is that God married man and woman for a reason. And he understood, he knew, God did, that a woman needs a husband. She needs a father there to help her raise the children. Because the strength is in the father, the correction is in the fathers, and the kids recognize that. But they don't recognize that in the mother. So when these mothers are left alone, when these women are left alone to raise children on their own, she can't handle that. Kids can push a mother over the edge just like that because it's in the father's nature. They naturally have more respect for the father. It's not a put down. It's just the way God ordered things to be. And so these mothers are tripping out because they can't raise these kids. Look how nutty Halle Berry is. I mean, just a nutcase. And she's raising a kid on her own, not married. Can you imagine what that child going to turn out to be? According to USA Today, in 2002, this mother was arrested on a misdemeanor battery charge for striking the father of her children, and the charge was later dropped. Men, you got to wake up and realize your role in life. You owe it because God has given you the responsibility. You owe it to the family to be there. But you got to love God more than you love yourself, your wife, and your children. Then you can deal with the tough situations or the issues that comes in raising a family.